that up is gonna have a harder time, right? And you're gonna look for Kufra. Aura's tank lineup kind of revolves more around the Kufra, I think, and just removing those Bakshas, it can work very well for Aura Fire Indonesia. Now, for Van Strong, I haven't seen their off lane picks yet. So, what are the possible ones that we can look out for? Is the Tham's gonna be big?
For sure, Tham's is gonna be big. I believe Tham's is in the top picks for Indonesia alongside Yu Shin, Cho, Khalid, and Farsa. And now we see, interesting,
Yeah.
they picked their poison rock hard.
Right away.
It was between Brody, Barats, and Benedetta, and Aura PH says, give us Benedetta. Aura
Yeah.
Fire says, give us Brody.
I think I see a Baratsin coming here.
Should be.
Right? I mean, these teams already, we've had like so many games already showing the power of the Barats when you give it up. And that is the case right here and then. So Brody is still high priority. I mean, that's not no pun intended. Like, that's a high priority for a lot of teams. But again, I still think that Yu Zhong is just an Indonesia special. It's not a big loss for the draft of the Philippines because I think Philippines have already learned how to work around this.
Yeah, so several regions have figured that Yu Zhong is not like a sledgehammer tool that you just force into every lineup.
Yes.
It's a specific scalpel that you use against certain types of lineups. Again, mostly to prey on Yu Sun Shins.
And now a Benny Cutie special, the Alice coming out strong here from Aura PH. And I have to agree, this is a great pickup. And if Benny Cutie is gonna debut on Aura PH, it's this guy, it's this hero, right? It's one of the plays that is one of the heroes that has shown so much promise for this for his team previously, which is Execration. I think that was there were some games where he solo carried the game with just an offlane Alice. And now it's also another Indonesian special, this Akai coming in strong here from Aura Fire.
I actually like how Akai has been building stock in the recent weeks and arguably even months leading up to the MPL Invitational. Again, it's a safe pickup. Still no tanks for Aura PH. As we go into the second phase of banning, there's the Cho.
There you go.
Taken out Kilowash's Cho, known to be notorious. A championship Cho, if you ask me. Going over to Aura PH, what can they choke out, Rockhart? I think a support.
Yeah, they really have to remove some of these big mage supports.
Farsa still out there.
Eudora might be a big... I mean, it's funny to say Eudoras can get banned out, but this is a great combo for Aura Fire. If they can pick up the Eudora alongside the Brody, this is like a key factor in getting Brody a lot of early kills. So Loyi is okay, but not what I'm looking for, absolutely.
That's a notorious combo. Again, we saw that from game 1 of the last series. Brody and Luoyi able to, again, leverage the early game damage potential of a Brody, which again just boggles my mind how this is allowed to exist. Marksmen are supposed to be late game scaling heroes. But Brody is just... He doesn't follow the rules, ladies and gentlemen. There's the last ban for Aura Fire. Indonesia taking out, the Philippine hero, Lapu-Lapu.
Unsurprising because, again, this is the lineup that looks like it's ready. It's not super duper squishy, right? So that means this is a lineup that can still push pretty similarly to what we saw from previous games, where they did not really need a multitude of tanks. They were just happy to go with fights with very mid-game focused heroes. So I really like what we're seeing here, and what I want to see is more. Again, pick up the Eudora. It'll work so well, and a DPS hero, maybe a good offlaner. Like a Barats.
They need one more. And Barats is still open. And Rockhart, you Oracle.
Right on the queue.
You Seer.
Yeah.
You Visionary. You Prophet. There it is.
It's great. It's a great pickup. It's a great lineup in the front line.
What's interesting is it took a while. It had to take the second phase for the Barats to come out.
Which is weird.
Which is, I'll agree, that's
right.
Weird. Now for Aura PH, what's missing? I think they have their core, Benedetta. Unless it's a side lane Benedetta, which has been relatively less successful. I think Benedetta is just so much stronger in the mid right now as a core. So I do believe that's gonna go onto Hades.
If you don't funnel into the Benedetta, I feel like it just becomes so weak.
Yeah, there's their
Right?
tank. There's their tank.
There's
and
your
another
tank.
side laner.
That's a great tank pickup, and a sort of a tank side laner, which is that Fams. Now this is definitely a Rafflesia special, so I kind of miss Rafflesia now because of this.
Well, Greed is gonna have his way here.
For sure,
And
for
this
sure.
is also feels like a Greed type of hero. Greed was one of the pioneers in the Philippine metagame for the Natalia, and Hilda plays kind of the same role. She's gonna stay in the
Yes.
bushes, annoy the hell out of the opponent's core, and go toe-to-toe as soon as she reaches what? Level 2? Nay, even
Ish.
level 1
Yeah,
she can.
even level 1 you can pretty much do a lot of stuff here with this lineup. Unlimited sword intent coming in from a Benedetta with unlimited shields at level 1 here for Aura Philippines' Hilda is something that really works well. And we were talking about damage. Instead of going the Eudora route, they go for the Chang'e route. There you go. Rafflesia just giving his blessing out to the team.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there
Oh.
he is. He's watching. This guy.
All right.
Looking and giving his spirit, the air,
Yes.
the energy.
Yes, channel the Hilda. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is
Channel the Hilda.
about to begin once more. It is Aura Fire Indonesia versus Aura PH.
Okay, esports seating.
Yep, put your
There you go.
legs up.
Put your legs up.
Put your legs up. Okay, Rockhard,
Yep.
I gotta say, before we get into the match here, some time for us to digest what went down. I like the damage coverage in the Aura PH lineup.
Yeah.
But, if I may say you one thing, they are outranged.
Absolutely. I think Aura Fire, they have a solid front line right now with some really hard hitters. But again, the range advantage is definitely evident in this one as well.
It's scary. I feel like Aura PH might get kited, but
Yeah.
we'll see. The proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 between Aura Fire Indonesia and Aura PH. The franchise face-off begins right here. And as we thought so,
Here
it
you
is
go.
indeed going to be Greed as the tank, Hades as the core, and JP as the mage support. On the other end, though, Kabuki in the off lane on that Barats. And I do believe in mid, we will see High on this Brody, which last series was hot and cold. I wonder
It
how this
was.
game
I mean, it
will
was so
show up.
inconsistent, right? The amount of plays that the Brody can pull off it comes from maniac levels into something that plays so passively that you can kite around it. So I'm thinking, what is going to be the kind of Brody that Hai's going to play here in this matchup?
Given his support here, Van Strong, and of course Godiva, it seems like it's all about range. It's all about keeping people at bay and not picking fights that they're not ready for.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically just Chang'e mid-control for a long time, with the rest of Indonesia just trying to scrounge around the map for all those gold. And that seems to be the case right now. With Greed, though, he kind of already smells that. A bit too late to go for the invade, but again, he spots out High. At least that's some good info.
Yep, vision
coming
is
in.
vision.
Yeah.
Vision is vision, and he spends the Cyclone Eye. And I think that's important. Spending your opponent's resources as much as you can. And I don't think Greed's losing out on that, because Aura PH is up by about 300 gold. And now it's Godiva and Van Strong feeling it out. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, Van Strong now switching over to the mid support. Kabuki catches with the Detona's welcome into the wall. Kilowatt survives, popping the Contract Inferno, and Kabuki pays the price. First blood drawn here by Aura Philippines.
And again, Electo Final Bowl really kind of zoned them out. It really slowed down the pressure by Aura. Indonesia and top lane could be another one here.
Summon Force dropped in by JP, and they take Kiera as well. The Yuzhong stood no chance. They could not convert. There were no minions, and Benny Cutie here searching for more. I wonder if he has the Ode. Oh, there you go. Van Strong pops the Meteor Shower. There's the flow switching up from behind. They back up unless Greed says we can go.
Yeah,
And they
no, that's a
disengage.
no. That's a no.
Again, another Cyclone Ice spent here. Hades with the orange. Oh, are they sharing? Is this their own orange? Yeah, it is their own orange.
Yeah, it is their own orange. And I think top lane still going to be pushed back here. Aura Philippines, they're being a little bit too aggressive now, but now that Aura Indonesia's core back on the action, they'll be able to at least push back the blue side.
Interesting movements here by Aura PH. first blood down bottom, and then an aggressive cut up top. I wonder how Aura ID was going to answer this, because this is smart for Aura PH, right? They're saying, okay, we can't win toe-to-toe because we're always going to get kited. Why don't we go visit the lanes that stay put?
Yeah, I mean, just stay put. You don't need to walk around too much. Sometimes when teams walk around too much, that's the time that they get picked off. So just stay near the bushes, see if you can steal it, and apparently it is gonna happen. Van Strong with the Turtle Steal using Meteor Shower.
Some signs of life from Aura ID here in the early game. They have lost out 2, and they are down by about 1,500, 1.5k gold here. But Van Strong taking the turtle, that does help out high a little bit. If it went onto Hades, would have been infinite movement. It would have been sword intent upon sword intent with the Electo. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if he'll even get any Electos locked in.
I mean, we did see one, right? We did see one kind of do some pretty good work already, being used almost purely for wave clear at this point, which is exactly the way that I would play it, to be honest. And I really think that they're just playing a little bit more conservatively, right? Aura Philippines they kind of recognize that this mid lane is really strong with Van Strong. No, I mean, I'm not trying to make anything funny, but it really is strong, right?
Interesting interaction between these two teams, Rockhart, because look, up top now, they're sending more resources. Benny Cutie. Blood flows out. Down bottom, Kabuki is in trouble. Zaman forced in by Greed, locking down the Barats alongside Detona. You're out. They're going for the outer turret energy shields here. And
the whole turret itself.
They're going to go for the throne.
Whoa!
First turret taken down.
That was
Mirror up top.
Yeah, I mean, they were still going for it. Outer energy shields was there, but they could have taken 2. I mean, they could have taken more from that. They go for an inner turret instead, which is very impressive. They're giving away the mid lane. That's a lot of rotations, a lot of gold being given over the Philippines, but they're not done.
Oh, Benny Cutie caught with the Hurricane Dance and the alley-oop over to Van Strong and Tahai. That's one for Aura Indonesia. And Rockhart, it would have been nice if they could convert it to something else, but I think this opens up a free turtle for Aura PH. Wow, the damage output so quick on Hades.
Electo Final Blow is really, it was pretty high up, with the scaling of that.
Orange. Does he have an orange? Yes, he does.
Damn. I don't know. I feel like there's just so much power right now on the side of Aura Philippines.
They're sharing. JP gets a purple. Hades gets an orange.
It's like it's been like this for quite a while now.
Yep, and I think
they're really splitting it up.
The way that he's playing this Benedetta. Oh, there's another push by Aura Indonesia. Is like the way he plays his Ling. He'll use the intent to move around. He'll use the intent for mobility, and then just clean up. There's just no out. It's not an easy out for him, but he just moves around as fast.
Yeah, and again, movement is just what you want to do against a hero like Akai. You want to be able to always be moving. So you give him such a hard target to spam that Hurricane Dance on. And
I do believe there is like a fraction of a second as soon as you see the Hurricane Dance for you to sword intent out.
Yeah, exactly. And that is just a feature of that hero, right? I mean, sword intent, it's not really an active action. It's something that you charge up while you're moving, while you're casting something.
So here we go. Greed's the one who picks the fight. High, dealing quite a bit of damage. Oh no, it was too soon. There's one. Meteor shower in by Van Strong from the back. Hades takes quite a bit of a hit.
Look at Benny Cutie!
Look at that! He comes in
oh
the
other
other side.
Gosh.
One more basic looking for Van Strong. Oh, the flow gets him. That's a double. 2-for-1 trade. Greed goes down, but at the price of 2. Oh, I love the aura
they're not done. They're not done.
With the Zaman Force underneath. Down goes Godiva. Kabuki as well. There's quite a bit of damage underneath them. It's an early wipeout, Rockhart. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. They convert into a turret, and Aura PH stands above their brothers.
Man, that is just so much action at 7.5 minutes in the game. 5v5s galore here in our game 1. And this is what you want for a team that has that Hilda, that has that Harith. You want to capitalize on the early game power of these heroes to be able to bully your way into your opposition. That's what they're doing.
No doubt. Look at that Greed. just the bravado in this man. He walked into a 4-man trying to take that purple.
And yes, he just walked out.
Yeah, I could. Well, he flickered out. That's one thing. See the cooldown, but at least just the intent to stay there and say, "Okay, guys, drop your ults,
Bye,
drop
guys."
your ults,"
Yeah.
right?
I see what you mean, and again, they're starting to build that confidence, right? Which is again something that you want in a tournament where it looks like everyone is looking at your team. They're criticizing your every move.
Here's that fight up top once more. Take a look. Zaman Force from behind the turret. Again, the full combo of the Harith and the Benedetta from underneath. And then they finished off Van Strong from the back, chasing him with a blood flow.
Oh!
With the ult, taking down Greed again. Even if you're in a bush, once the marks have been placed, you're going to take them. And Greed doing his job, I think. He's just catching everything that the range advantage or ID provides. I guess Kilowash can do the same thing.
He kind of can, actually. We haven't actually seen Kilowash go ham yet, which is saying something, because usually he does that so early on in the game. I think he's just trying to be that anchor where if everything goes wrong, at least they'll have one pushing lane. And Kilowash, I think I've been seeing him just rotate over and over again, top, bottom. And I think that is a great role for Kilowash to have, because he usually makes such good decisions on this FAMS.
And I think, Rockhart, this TAMS is more of a damage-oriented TAMS. You would usually sometimes see a Cursed Helm if you want to play a little defense, or even the Cuirass. But right now, look, I think he's building up into a Blade of Despair.
Yeah,
right
that's
after
damage.
The Axe. Now, hold up, already committed the Alecto and the Zaman Force. They're chasing down Van Strong. Counter go, the Meteor Shower goes down. Eliminating Benedetta. Kira comes in. Oh, there's so much damage from Aura ID as well. This may have been the corridor of doom for Aura PH. 3 for 1 is the current exchange, ladies and gentlemen. JP still stands. He wants to take down
He still
Kabuki.
wants to go.
He's chasing him. The second Zaman Force goes down. It's currently a 3 for 2. Godiva and Kiera back out with Van Strong all the way into the back. Still, I think this is an Aura ID win.
Yeah, beautiful comeback there from Aura Indonesia. They kind of capitalize on a very tight corridor where it's just so bad to fight against a Yuzhong in that area. Because the Yuzhong will get that passive, get that shot essence unlimited onto your members, and then even if you keep hitting that Yuzhong, it probably won't go down. And it also funnels well into the damage from the Meteor Shower.
And that's what I was scared of. And again, you see the creativity of Aura Indonesia. Rockhart, the Wombo combo. The Hurricane Dance and the Meteor Shower. I call it a nature disaster.
Yeah.
It's literally a calamity right there.
It really is. I mean, you kind of have you need a good decision maker on Godiva, which is definitely we're seeing right now, alongside Van Strong, who, despite not getting many kills, he's not getting many kills, but he is doing a lot of damage. I think they're just one small misstep from Aura Philippines could be disastrous. You're absolutely correct.
To be honest, there's not much from the side of RID to push people back, save for Godiva. That's the only real disengage. So you can see RPH's lineup, they're all about really getting in your face. Even their mage, even their off-laner mage, even Benny Cutie, has the flow to really switch up and reposition to be able to get into the backline to take down Van Strong and High. So I think key here is going to be Kiera. Once more, you mentioned that fight in that corridor. One of the reasons why RID came out on top, still, sort of, won that trade, is because Kiera used it at the right time, at the right moment.
Yes, exactly. So very much ill-advised for the Philippines to stay around that area. And I think, or Indonesia, they're going to start to wrap around this area now, because I feel like they want to bait it. What they want to bait their brothers in. They want to bait the Philippine team in. So that's not happening. I think they kind of realized that slowly.
Yep. So again, Aura PH, best for them to not fall for this trap again, not to go into this corridor, because the corridor, Rockhart, I hope you'll agree with me, it turns kiting into just sheer isolation. Like, you can't even cross. Most of these heroes can't.
It's either you go forward and keep hitting your opponent, or you back off. There's just no side steps gonna happen. And I think that is a great area for Aura Indonesia. So what happens? Aura Philippines, they're forcing the fight around the Lord area, which is a very wide and open space.
I'm wondering if this is the point of no return. No. Instead, they go for the reset. Still, I think both teams know better than to force it. And I think Aura ID, just guessing, could have really forced it because Hades was taking the orange. Who knows if that was an extra 10-15 seconds that they were alone. And now we go back at equilibrium. I think this is Kabuki waiting. Kabuki could call for this. But, oh, he has enough stacks. Oh my god, look at that life bar.
That's a lot of stacks there. I mean,
he's huge.
Let's see if that's going to do a lot of damage here against a Barretts who seems to be quite tanky in its own. Right? So, he's got some stacks as well. And they're trying to see if they can bait out Aura Indonesia around the Lord area, which Aura Indonesia is also not biting at any point.
Yep. So both teams know exactly what makes their lineup work. Both teams know the strength right now, what they can each bring. Now hold up, here's an engage in the bush. Godiva meets up with Greed, but nobody wants to fight with Greed. There's the Salmon Force by JP. Kabuki taking quite a bit of damage. I think they're gonna turn. They leave the Lord. They now go for the fight.
Oh boy!
And Kiera going deep into the back line. Meteor shower, down goes Hades, and this is turning sideways so fast for Aura Philippines. Greed looking low. He needs to get out of here. There's the ult dropped in by High. Salmon Force once more by JP.
Oh, look at
That's
JP!
going to be a knockout onto Godiva. Kabuki's still alive. So many stacks on this young man. And there you go, Benny Cutie popping the ode. Kiera's still alive. Oh, he goes down, JP. Ladies and gentlemen, this is old form JP. Is he the
my
silent
god, he's not
core?
done!
Van Storm
Keeps
Van Storm
going!
goes down. He
That's
gets
a
another
triple!
one. He gets another one. Oh, and they back out. It's a 3-for-2 trade.
Oh my gosh, that was...
JP!
JP! He's just nuts. He's just going nuts right now.
MVP.
And same with Benny Cutie. I mean, this time he's not doing it on his own. He has the backup of high sustained laners like Dialis on Benny Cutie. Let's see a replay of that where it looks like they were behind. And they were. But again, the regeneration from these heroes, the shielding.
Yep.
Man, it was massive.
We were looking for a moment where Kilowash would tank, and there it is. Now another go at the Lord. Kabuki, Detona's welcome into the wall. Who'd he catch? He caught JP, but it just was not enough. Not enough for him to take him out. And there you go. They were just busy distracting away from the Lord. Hades gets it. Now they're chasing Kabuki. Zaman Force. Down goes the Barats. Godlike is JP, ladies and gentlemen. Let me remind you, he is the MPLPH Season 4 MVP of the season.
Yeah, I
and
mean...
he is back in shape.
He really is. It's just... wonderful. It's beautiful to watch this guy play on high skill cap heroes like this Harif, like the Ling. I think it is just so... it is so smooth. He just flows with it.
It's buttery smooth. Alright, this is beautiful. Now Lord marching down bottom, going to whack away at this turret. There's the Salmon Force. Godiva looking for a lock.
Looking for it.
Not gonna find it. Not here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, dude, they managed the lanes to fit all three in.
At the same time.
Top, mid, and bottom.
That is just... that's precision right
in
there.
Sync.
Here we go, Godiva. That is a great Hurricane Dance coming in, this guy.
Oh, the turret still stands. There it goes. Kilowash with the perfect prioritization. Zaman Force in. Down goes Hades. Hades just keeps going down here. But I guess that is the product of being a front line core. No outs, not as much as Ling. And they suffer one loss, but they're able to take down mid. A fair trade, I believe. But RID still in this.
What really amazes me is the mobility of the Aura Philippines lineup. It's so hard to get a grasp of JP, even with that Hurricane Dance. Benny Cutie as well just keeps appearing out of nowhere. And it's so difficult to gauge. If you're Aura Indonesia, it's difficult to gauge, is this a good area? Did we catch them? Did we actually catch them off guard? Or are they just waiting somewhere around the wall?
Let's see if they're going to answer that right here. Kilowash taking quite a few hits. Kera looking low. Down goes Kilowash. Barats on Kabuki, able to deal enough damage. Oh, that's going to be high down. That's a huge amount of damage taken out on the side of Aura ID. Benicuri flowing on forward. Greed not able to latch on with the slows and the stuns. And JP says, let's back off, guys. Let's give him some time to breathe. Let's manage the lanes and get back into form, reset, find equilibrium, and put it on our side. Let's make this map blue. Godiva wants to take down JP, though. There's the Salmon Force, catching some meteor showers from the other side, and there you go.
Oh, Van Strong!
Quite a few gold coming his way. Kabuki with the Detonas. Welcome into the wall. Hades still in here. Alecto out. And from the back.
5 stacks, baby! 5 stacks on
Reed
green!
with the knockout, the power of wildness. This Hilda is going ham, and Hades still alive. He's gonna go ahead and give Benny Cutie this purple. He's gonna steal away these jungle creeps, and Rockhart, now we see the choke.
Yeah, that is just exactly what is happening here. And again, Van Strong, great decision to go straight into JP with the help of Godiva, of course. So, I mean, that's one guy that they take out with 2 big-time ultimates. So what happens after that? They suffer a lot more. But it's good that Aura Indonesia actually was able to just keep steady. Because of that, they were able to just lose only 1. But they could have lost so much in that one. If
And
JP survived.
Yep, and looking at the allocation of their gold, it's actually Hai and Kiera who's on top of the gold game here. That is 11.4K for both the Brody and the Yu Zhong. Looking at their items, it looks like Brody is heeding the call. He understands now that JP and Benny Cutie are hurting.
Yeah.
So he's going to be building some magic defense here. On the other hand, though, Kiera seems to not care. It's only the Oracle and, of course, the Tough Boots that really stop JP and Benny Cutie. Not even stop, just,
slow them down.
Yeah, help the blows feel less painful.
Yeah, and I guess that's all you can do at this point, right? The Brody, again, this is what I'm talking about before the match started. There's like no in-between for Brody. There's like such godlike Brodies and Brodies that kind of really slow down in the late game. We're seeing the other one right here because, again, Hai is just not given any opportunities to freely hit any targets on the map.
Yep, and I guess what's interesting to say here, Rockhart, is that it's not like it's a hard counter to Brody because none of these heroes are consistently there. I mean, sure, you see the Tams all the time. You see the Harith. Could that be the counter to Brody? I don't think so, because the way that the Brody's not acting up here, or the way that the Brody's been taken down, is because of the way the map is played. Now, here's another Lord being eyed out by Aura PH, Aura Indonesia, ready to answer back. Where does the Aura Fire swing? To the east or to the west? And it looks like it's going to be a reset.
Yeah, it seems to be, and right now we will see that Aura, they're confident to go for this Lord. They know that the Yu Zhong is in a different spot on the map. This is a 5v4 at the maximum, and they are still going for it.
Oh no, Rockhart, I think there's enough time. Kiera might make it. Zaman Force already committed by JP, and they call for the reset. Kiera coming in with the Dragon form, and I think he understands.
He hesitated,
This was a fake. This was a feint.
Absolutely. A lot of members from Aura PH were nearby. Again, I'm talking about mobility for Aura Philippines. That's Kiluash on the FAMs. That's also Benny Cutie on the Alice, and now they want to go.
There's the Zaman Force, and Van Strong answering strong with the Meteor Shower. Kabuki down. There's an Immortality popped onto Hades, and once more, I think he is going to survive.
Whoa!
He lives, ladies and gentlemen, just like Harry Potter, the boy who lives. That's Hades Potter, and now they're chasing in high. He's still alive. Benny Cutie looking low. Oh, that's gonna be Godiva, the panda, taking him out. It's a trade. Kabuki for Benny Cutie.
Yeah,
and the Lord still stands.
Yeah, that's basically a great defense, if I would say so myself. Or Indonesia, to kind of really hit the mark. They know that Aura Philippines probably cannot fully commit on this Lord, so that's why they went, you know what, let's just kite him. Let's just what do you call that? Just poke around and just what do you call that? When you kind of poke unlimitedly. I'm losing it.
Just
chip away.
Chip away,
Just
yes.
chip away on them.
Nickel and dime 'em. Nickel and dime 'em. And I
Nickel
think that's
and
their
dime 'em.
strength, right? Your main goal here is to have Kabuki just be as huge as he can.
Yes,
and
yes,
then absorb damage. Same with Godiva, space out people, and have Van Strong and Hai do the lifting. That sounds weird because they're the carries, they're the cores, but that's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah,
and if you take out
exactly.
one source of damage, your lineup is severely neutralized. So they have to really protect Van Strong and Hai here and make sure that they do well. I wonder if Van Strong already has an immortality. That should be a key pickup.
So I think what we need to look out for is, can actually Aura PH actually close this out with that Lord? Because with Godiva spotting them out each and every time, I mean, it's so difficult because one Hurricane Dance can cancel this Lord altogether.
Yeah.
So how can they finish this up? They need to catch this guy, but He's just taunting.
It's dangerous. Godiva.
It's dangerous.
Godiva could like stop Hades if he doesn't time the intent properly. He could be trapped in there, and that's -1 core already. Now look at this greed in the middle of Kabuki and Godiva, the only member of Aura PH who's capable of doing that, I believe. And Godiva very confident. This is a Lord situation like no other. Rockhart, people are scattered. People are everywhere.
Yeah, and again, maybe this is what Aura's thinking. If we can't go 5v5 on the Lord, why don't we try and see if we can split up? It doesn't make sense for me because there's a lot of squishies on Aura.
Is that not a sign of desperation?
It seems to be. Yes, you're right.
Is Aura PH possibly getting frustrated?
Because they can't close this out.
Yeah, like they know that they win most team fights, right? Like 60-70% of team fights they will win. But right now with Aura ID,
But look at this.
on the up and up, even Greed is saying, guys, I think you all should come here. I think you all should stop
and this is an emergency. We need to get straight into this.
There's a
Lord
reset.
is going to be reset once more. And what's the battle plan here for Aura Philippines?
I think Benny Cutie is snowballing a wave up top. Not enough, it's just one. But it looks like down bottom, JP and Greed wants to engage. Zaman Force locked in. Is this Hades working slowly and quietly on this Lord?
They also already used Daytona's welcome, so they can't really zone out that well. It's going to be up to Godiva whether or not he can do it. Lord will go down as well.
There's Zaman Force Kabuki. Gonna take quite
Another
a few
one.
hits, but Go Big has helped him survive, and he gets away. Godiva Hurricane Dance away. A defensive use of his ultimate. And just like that, Rockhart, I think RPH, their patience is paying off.
Finally paid off. I mean, it took a long time, but they finally got that Lord. 24 minutes in the game.
It's a scenic route, man. They took all of the turns, all of the hills, all of the slopes, and it still led to this. The second Lord of the game, a wave being pushed up top, mid and bottom.
Oh, here we go.
They're in sync. Godiva in the middle of all of this, but Van Strong into the back with the Meteor Shower and Greed taken down. Immortality being popped. Kiera gonna use the Black Dragon form on the way out. And they still win. It's still a disengage, and JP working on top lane, and that's it. No more turrets.
There's no way. Kiluash wants to end it. He goes in. He all by himself.
Oh.
1 minion can do it. And that should be
the base. Watch the base. Watch the base. That's JP going in. Just target prioritization. Press that button on the lower right corner and call it a day. That's game one.
Yes,
going over
exactly.
to Aura PH.
Aura PH. It was a long, drawn-out fight. In the end, they will come out victorious, and they are going to come up ahead against Aura Indonesia in this best-of-3 series.
Rockhart so far.
Aura PH, they look so confident.
Yeah, and again,
they're drumming the table.
They haven't even locked it in. There it is. It's Kagura. All right, so there's your support. You have your core. It's going to be side lane Baksha. There you go. It's side lane Baksha, support mid.
I was wondering where that was going to go.
Tank Jawhead, yes.
So, it's Hades, by the way. It's Hades' time to shine here on that. They're really forcing a lot of their carries on the Hades basket,
well, again, he is, that was the last role he played when he was with his previous team. And here for JP, he's a little more used to just playing support.
Yeah, absolutely. And, man, I feel like Aura Indonesia's draft got forced straight into, like, any tank you can think of that has some stun. It's not even the stun that you want. It's a very slow.
It's not even a stun. It's a knockup.
It's a knockup.
Like a suction, like a displacement.
And 1 second stun.
Oh, there is a 1 second stun.
1.5 second stun after you get suctioned in by the implosion.
Right.
So let's see if that's going to be the big clincher here on game 2 between Aura Indonesia and Aura Philippines.
Right. No better time to use your Aura Fire emotes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This one is for Tournament Life. Aura Fire Indonesia. They have to clutch this out, Rockhart. They have to force game 3, or else it's goodbye. They're swept by their Filipino brothers.
Yeah, and a lot of Indonesian teams have suffered from the massive pressure of this tournament. So I don't know. There's just a really great draft. This is just such a great draft here from the Philippine teams that we've seen so far.
I'm not sure, Rockhart, if it's a great draft from the Philippine team or if it's RID possibly dropping the ball with that Tigreal. Again, because the whole RID lineup seems okay. Even the Eudora, I can accept the Eudora, but that Tigreal, again, I have to agree with you, partner. It's
It was forced.
it's a little
Super duper forced.
Even side lane Baksha, I totally get because he has great rotational
Yeah,
potential.
it makes sense. Yeah. And Greed again, just try and see if he can get some vision down around that area, which is super critical, especially if you have a side laner that doesn't really have that much kill potential. He really needs to watch out around that area for his teammate Kiluash. Here's a great pickup though. Goes for the throw into the backline, but JP doesn't have the ultimate yet. No Yin Yang overturn means their damage output is also kind of slowed down. So the mid lane, they're just trying to catch some of that damage output.
And again, mobility-wise, Aura PH has it. And I think the one thing that Aura ID has the advantage over is one, vision. You have Mountain Shocker. And the two is just overall durability.
Yeah, I really think that the durability of Aura PH is going to be coming into question later on, especially when the Yi Sun Shin of Hai just starts to ramp up, and he's a guy that really looks like he wants to play safe. He likes to play safe on the carries. On the Brody earlier, I didn't see a lot of action. Right? I mean, he was getting a lot of kills, but he was also dying a lot.
Yes.
It was a 4-4 at some point.
It wasn't flawless, and
Yeah.
I think it was troubled, if anything, because he kept getting dived. So, again, I don't blame him. Hai only has so many outs in game number 1. He had the protection of Godiva with the Akai.
This time,
and
I don't think that's here in this one.
not with the Tigreal, you
Did the
think?
Tiger? No, I don't think so.
Even with the pushback and the implosion?
Yeah, because of the mobility of the Aura Philippines hero. So I guess we will see if maybe later he won't need it. Maybe Hai is just gonna get so strong later on that tanks are gonna run from him.
Although,
You know?
Rockhart, there is two kinds of mobility. There is map mobility and combat mobility. Map
Right.
mobility is what Ling and what Baksha, that's what they provide, right? They're able to move from point to point on the map faster. And then there's combat mobility, wherein that's the Alice and the Kagura, wherein they can move quickly in smaller spaces. But either way, even if we did define and try to make distinct these two forms of mobility, Aura Fire PH has it.
Yeah, the Aura PH definitely just has more options to go in and go out. And then the reason why we were looking for some strong crowd control heroes for Aura Indonesia is that we want some heroes that will be able to lock down Benny Cutie on the Alice. We want that lockdown against a Ling. And same with the Kagura. So right now, those are the things that are severely lacking on the side of Aura Indonesia. But we'll have to wait and see maybe if they have a different way of playing out this lineup. Because I really think that you can not have crowd control if you have tons of damage. Right? Those are the conditions I have for not having that much crowd control. If you can burst so strong that you don't need the crowd control. So that's what I'm looking for here. Will we see that? Again, look at that. Like, can Godiva even catch heroes like JP? Can it catch a Ling? I don't know.
Yep, there's Kiara in trouble. Greed with, again, it's such a small combo, Rockhart. It's literally just the ejector plus the Mountain Shocker, and Kiara's almost down.
Yeah, and that's saying something, considering Greed doesn't even have any... He's not even at a point where he can use Unstoppable Force yet. So, I don't know. And Hades, look at this guy. He's just moving around so easily. He literally drove by Godiva.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching Hades for the first time, this is, I believe, his signature hero.
Yeah.
So watch out for mechanically tight and intricate movements from this Ling. On the other hand, RID, what real lockdowns do they have? Again, I think it's on Van Strong. Van Strong really just has to keep his eyes open and be quick on the trigger finger to pull it once Hades comes in. That's their one out. And if ever the glass cannon were to be aimed on anyone, it should be Hades.
And that's probably a good reason why Aura Indonesia thought, you know what, we don't need that much on the last pick anymore because we already have a Eudora. But again, is it really enough with the amount of targets that you have on Aura PH?
Ooh, Nice Mountain Shocker, spotting people out. That's the turtle taken by Aura Indonesia. There's the Dragon. JP getting pinned in. Oh, missing one. There's the first blood. Goes away, is high. JP still alive.
He's still up.
Oh, there you go.
Not for long.
With the tail whip. Down bottom though. Oh, the fight still continues. Hades gets away. Down goes Godiva. That's a double.
What a messy fight.
And now Kiera is going to be the next one. Another triple for the Baksha.
Triple kill on a Baksha.
Has bloodlust.
How many times can I say that in my casting career? Someone got a triple kill on a Baksha. Just, I don't know. That's something that really shouldn't happen. We saw it right here. I mean, it was a great start for High. Trying to stay alive. He got the turtle, but he got demolished right away, which means that that advantage just disappeared in the puff of smoke. So far, we are even on the gold score almost, but I would say the map definitely belongs to Philippines right now.
Yep. Team Philippines here, RPH, ahead by about 500 gold, give or take. No more than that. And so far, I think they're picking their fights. They're seeing how far they can take this early game advantage because, again, RID's heroes.
Yeah.
Very, very durable. So, RPH, they'd best not fall for these Mountain Shocker vision calls because I'm pretty sure High is just always at least, you know, a second, maybe a few seconds away, and then he can help out. If not, then that's when RPH should come in and engage.
Yeah, because in that last engagement, High is 0-1-1 because he's already doing so much damage. What more? When he gets all that gold, when he gets that buff.
He had turtle buff too.
Yeah, exactly. So this time around, he's only double buff, but that's still a pretty consistent way that you can get Mountain Shocker up, right? And he can also just... He's a scary force to be reckoned with.
Yep. They should not let their guard down. Kilowash, Hades, and Greed, a triple assault here onto this bottom lane. I think their goal here is to just take it and get away. Hades, Finch Boys up. Looking for the second turtle is Aura Indonesia. High and Godiva starting it up already. Van Strong, I believe he has the full combo in check. Kiera with the Black Dragon form.
Kiluash, look at this guy.
High throwing him away. Oh, unstoppable force. Down goes the Yusen Shin. There's a Tempest of Blades onto two. Kiera is still in half dragon form, dealing damage to Benny Cutie, and Benny Cutie with the Ode calling it quits. That's a wash. Aura Indonesia have to disengage, giving the second turtle of the game to Aura Philippines.
Now that I think about it, good luck to High staying alive here. You've got so many people who can pile on you, literally, and there's not much you can do about it aside from one Traceless.
Yep, Benny Cutie can even come in. JP can do the same. Hades can do the same. Kilowash can do the same. You know what? Never mind. Everyone from RPH can come in and do that. But
exactly.
At the cost of at least greed.
Exactly.
Right? It's still not as free as it could be. And now off cam we get another one. It's Kabuki.
Yeah, and Kabuki definitely being not really impacting that much in this game. Alongside Benny Cutie though, Godiva, no escape from this guy. Not even Implosion can save him from sure death.
Ooh, I think Godiva should not have forced that anymore. That's one down.
Ow.
But Van Strong picks off Benny Cutie as
MVP minion.
he leaves. Yeah, the minions were dealing quite a few damage there. And now we're sitting at 3 and 6. Obviously, this game's a little more messy.
Yeah.
Or a little closer already soon. Here in the tail end of the early game, 3 and 6. Just barely 1,500 gold. 1.5k gold ahead is Aura Philippines. Rockheart, how can RID even this up? I think High should just take it easy, but where else can they find a pivot?
You know what? I think they're trying. They're already doing it. I saw Kiera literally fly straight into High after Aura PH looks like they were shark in the water, right? So they're trying to engage onto where High is, which is step 1, but they're missing step 2 and 3. How do we keep High alive? What they're trying to do is just basically revenge kill. Right? But other than that, they don't really have a solid plan to keep High in the game long enough for him to do significant amount of damage.
Yeah, more than just a revenge kill, I think they'd be better if High didn't die at all. Now look at this. Hades and Greed targeting this turret. Taking quite a few hits is Kabuki. Now he backs out. Benny Cutie with the Ode. There's enough damage for him to survive.
Oh,
down
wow.
goes Van Strong. Benny Cutie with the recall. What's going on? It's Godiva. Gonna go down here. Flame Strike. Oh, he flickers out. He survives. That's going to be a 1 for none. 2 turrets going down for the side of Aura PH.
And that's at the cost of a tower of just one Flicker, basically, and they are trying to get even more here.
Kabuki gonna jump in, Falling Star Moon into something he regrets immediately. Kiera with the Black Dragon form, trying to bully JP in the back line. He's now a half dragon. Oh, and I think he's gonna get it, but in comes
That's a lot
Kilowash.
of people.
It's going to be one down. JP takes it. Tempest of Blades onto one, but Greed goes down as well. It looks like it is an extended team fight that Aura Philippines regrets being a part of.
That was super messy there, and Aura PH kind of dropped the ball. They were a little bit confused on who the actual target was. I saw multiple people just splitting up around the map looking for individual targets they can take. Kiluash, though, so confident, he's gonna get taken out here.
Yep, and there you go. Kilowash found himself in the middle of a rock.
It's an audition, man.
A rock in a hard place. And High gonna go out, dash out. Benny Cutie still alive. The ult takes out Godiva, but Rockhart, it seems like Aura Philippines is getting a little messy.
They are.
They go in one at a time, just like on audition, and one after the other they say, you are rejected, you go down. Benny Cutie and Kilowash suffer deaths there.
Yeah, that is... It looked like they were going to start piling on one by one, but I think they were just happy to go for a one-for-one trade instead, which it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Benny Cutie could have just killed one and just escaped, but his flowing orb, his flowing blood just was not enough to bail him out of that one. So at least they got something for it, and Aura Philippines still in the lead, surprisingly, despite a lot of the continuous losses that they've had. And this is the right direction for Aura Indonesia. Just make sure that you can get High in the place where he can get some kill steals from the Mountain Shocker, and that he doesn't go down. As long as High doesn't go down, he can get gold around the map.
Yep. Already, I think High is starting to feel that he is more important, and I think that's key. Aura ID should know and understand that High should die less. Because again, it's Operation Protect High, and if it's Godiva going down, sure. But Aura Philippines, they're getting a little messy. They're getting frustrated. And again, we saw this from game one. But I think they're still in form. Kabuki flickers out. Hades with the Tempest of Blades coming in. Oh, they almost bursted down Hades. That's what I'm talking about. And the delayed damage comes in. That's 2 for none already. Benny Cutie falls to Kabuki. And Kiera chasing down JP. Kabuki is smelling blood. Kiera still here with the half-dragon form. He jumps in. Does he have a tail? Oh, he misses out. I think JP got away. That's Greed going down. Rockhart, it's a 3 for none.
I know, and it's so funny because Kiluash is playing like a fighter, like a Fams, like a Khalid, but he's a Baksha.
Yeah.
And he's not doing as much damage as he should. The presence is there. He's standing there, but he's attacking targets, but they're not going down.
Yes, I think the key here is Aura Indonesia have figured out, let's not touch Kilowash.
Ignore him.
Ignore
right?
him and just go for the right targets. The targets that'll go down much, much sooner. And now Kilowash, I think of all of the players at Aura PH, it's Kilowash who's frustrated. He's like, come on guys, why won't you look at me?
I know.
Pay attention.
He's been doing that for like a better half of 2 minutes in that last one, and people were just going for different targets. And the power of this Eudora pick is starting to really rise with the amount of kills and support assists it's getting.
Yep. So now this shows that I think Aura Philippines have to be careful even how Hades comes in, because even he is not safe from the full-blown combo of Van Strong. Our ID, ladies and gentlemen, called for a technical pause, so we are going to get this settled. I do hope that we continue very soon, because this game has stopped at a, how do you say, fateful moment.
Yeah,
such
a critical moment.
Our ID's feeling it.
I mean, I want that momentum, right? You want to be able to hold on to that momentum that you've been gaining. If you've been losing for like the past few minutes, this should be it. I mean, I kind of slowed them down really a lot. So I hope they can still remember what they were trying to do there, because I think what they had was a free for nothing, like you said. And from there, you can actually get quite a lot since we're kind of later in the game.
Yeah, I think this is the second team fight in a row that Aura ID won. All right? And we're approaching no man's land, because comparing cores, the Yusun Shin is just gonna start to scale up faster than the Ling. Especially, there is Kryptonite on the side of Aura Indonesia. There is that Eudora, and man, for the first time I saw it work, and I'm like, yo,
yeah,
Hades,
finally.
Hades jumped out of there as soon as he went in, because he got rained down fire, holy fire from Van Strong, or holy lightning.
I think literally, Hades is waiting for Van Strong to actually use everything before it goes in. That was just unfortunate for the Ling that he got caught after the cooldown. I think he saw it pop up. That's why he tried to go for it.
Ooh, this is an interesting situation. About 10 seconds before Aura Philippines comes back online. Aura Indonesia knows this fact, and they now start up the Lord. First Lord enhanced here might go on over to Aura Indonesia, and there you go.
Unfortunately, it's not really the enhanced version because they didn't reset before 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So they needed to reset. They didn't do it. So they're going to be happy to take it at least on the normal Lord. I don't know what to call Lord level 1. Yeah, that's basically it. So they're going to be happy with it. It doesn't have the charge attack, which is... I guess they only need the big minions anyway. Right? They only need like a good frontliner. But then again, you want as much power as you can, and they got it. They got the frontliner they want. It's going to be taken out really quickly. And I think we're back on the reset fight.
So far, Aura Indonesia now in the lead rock card by about 2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just watching us, joining us for the first time today, welcome to the MPL Invitational. Aura Philippines is ahead by 1, but in this matchup, in this game specifically, given that weird draft that we both called, why would you pick the Tigreal? It's working out now.
Working out.
Hades is in trouble. Caught out there by Godiva, Kiera, and Van Strong. What a disastrous engagement. Wow, first time in a long time I've seen a Ling not get Finch Poise and save himself.
Yeah,
and there's another turret push.
I guess it was on cooldown. It was super random, by the way.
Yeah?
He got picked off out of nowhere.
Walked into it.
Man, I don't know. But again, Aura Philippines now on the back foot here with Aura Indonesia going hard on their jungle. And see if they can remove some more gold that their brethren from the Philippines can take out around the jungle area. And now they could wait out for the next Lord, or they could try to see if they can isolate somebody here in this matchup.
And just like that, the tables have turned. It's now Aura Indonesia on the offense. I wonder how this new Aura Philippines reacts. How bright their fire burns even in the face of utter defeat. Now look at this. Greed coming in. Does not complete it. There
Goes
you go.
for Van Strong.
Ejector into the back, but no one to follow through. Benny Cutie already popping the Ode.
What is happening to Greed?
Greed's in trouble. That's him down. A free pickoff for the side of Aura Indonesia and no follow through. No
What is
punish
happening?
from
Right.
Aura Philippines.
Greed randomly ran inside with no one to follow up in that throw, straight into Van Strong. That is just... There was no reason for him to do it.
Is uncharacteristic.
It's so uncharacteristic of Greed here.
For any player, to be honest, knowing that you have full communications and knowing that your teammates are right there saying, hey man, I'm going in. Why did no one answer the call? And now look at this, Godiva with the flicker in, attempting the implosion, and he gets pushed back. Flame shot by JP, and they're A-OK. Ooh, that was close. You saw that?
That was very, very close. And again, that's one stun on cooldown. They get something though. Kiluash definitely wants to do something Benny Cutie with. Alongside, they tried to go for high.
Oh no! Benny Cutie gets bursted down by high. Kilowash coming in with the Poisons.
And again, everyone's just watching.
Once more with a Black Dragon form, and down goes Kilowash from the back lines though. Can Aura PH catch someone? No, I think it's come to the point where Kabuki is too scary. He throws out the sticker. Aura JP backing out, and he goes for the Purify, movement speed up. Again, another 2 for none. Free kills for Indonesia.
What is happening? Like, they're going in one by one. I'm super lost for words because I did not expect stuff like this to happen against a caliber team like Aura Philippines. And I don't know, they're supposed to be backing each other up. What's happening here is they're leaving members out to dry.
Yeah, what is this? Is this like a lack of reset, a lack of communications? I doubt it because they're all in the same room. I guess it's just come to the point where Aura Indonesia has better isolation. They're better at dividing Aura Philippines lineup. And again, Kilowash playing a less than favorable fighter who has very little effect if the opponents are not paying attention to him. Oh, I feel like the frustration is building up. Even worse from than Game 1. Because Game 1, at least they still won. They had an out. I'm wondering what the out here is, Rockhart.
Yeah, I mean, there's very little they can do right now against High, who seems to be untouchable in this matchup with Van Strong always next to him, if you know this. They're walking around the map. Van Strong's always very nearby. So if anyone tries to go and touch High on that Yi Sun Shin, they got bursted down so quickly alongside the critical hits of UISS.
Yep, and here we go. Another Lord, the second Lord of this game being threatened to take by Aura Indonesia. Can Aura Philippines contest or at least force the issue?
It's reset.
Even go for reset. Yes, it is. Hades, though, working solemnly in mid. Let's see, Rockhart, if they're over their audition phase, and that's going to be a Tempest of Blades retreat. Oh, Hades just had it. Benicudi already popping the Ode. Oh no, this just looks disastrous for Aura Philippines. All of their ults already spent. And for what?
Yeah.
Just them to retreat. There's the Poisons by Kilowash to survive. Knockup by Godiva.
Hades
in the
waiting.
middle. Greed
Trying to
goes
look for
down.
high.
Van Strong was the target and they could not find it. Benicudi once more going into the middle. Taken out in the back line. Kabuki destroys JP. Benicudi looks like he's not gonna make it. Oh, not even a revenge kill. That's 3 for none so far. And again, another team fight win by Aura Indonesia.
This is so weird. I mean, right there and then, I kind of see why. I kind of see why Aura PH is having a hard time. Van Strong on that Eudora, he just knows what to do. He can't get assassinated. They can't touch him. And because of him, Aura PH cannot touch high.
It seems to be a bait play now, Rockhart. It seems like Aura ID is just all the more happy every single time they see a member of Aura PH, whether it be Hades or whether it be Greed, forcing the issue, trying to get into the back lines, trying to stake down Van Strong because they know that High is no longer a proper target because he can fight back. His damage output is scary.
Yeah, and I don't think High is going to be going down anytime soon. 5-2-8 right now on the Yi Sunshin. We're 18 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. Lord, level 2 going up. This could be it.
It being game 2 going over to Aura Indonesia, it's just a matter of time. Oh, and that might just have been the nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen. Another going down, bites the dust. Benicudi. Can Kilowash survive? Yes, he can. But their base, that's another story. Greed left alone. Again, it's the same story into the back lines. The tank left with no follow-through. Tempest ablaze by Hades. There's only so much this one core can do with Kilowash in the front lines. This base is going to turn into ash as Aura Fire Indonesia burns strong and bright, taking game number 2. This one's for the books, Rockhart, because just like yesterday's franchise face-off, we're going to see game number 2. They would rather go, hold up, it's the return of the king, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Again, these are heroes I only see picked in the Indonesia region for some reason. And I've seen this band out yesterday as well.
I don't know. I think they're trying to shut down the Cho here and the Hayabusa.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great one. It's a great way to shut it down.
Yeah, ring, ring, ring. The king's calling, ladies and gentlemen. Aura Fire Indonesia does not fail to impress. Rockhart, first up, they showed us the Tigreal. Now they're showing us the Mincitar. I cannot remember the last time we saw Mincitar in professional play.
It's been a while, man. For me, it's like 4 seasons back. Yeah, something like that. But again, seeing it being picked up here in the big stage, it just gives me a lot of hope that it's going to do better.
Yeah.
Because these are... If you notice, Aura Fire Indonesia just keeps picking it on the clutch.
Yo, is Aura Fire like the blacklist of their region?
Oh, yeah, that's
right?
a good point.
Like they're not afraid to show us new things. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of new things, whatever the conclusion of this matchup is going to be for sure a slobber knocker. We're going the 3 games. This is the distance, and of course, Onyx versus Onyx, Aura versus Aura. Neither franchise is going to let go. Neither franchise is going to take it easy. Here we go. Big rotation already, and Greed, just like in game 1 on the Hilda, looking better already, I think.
Yep, and obviously they're going to have a lot of early game power here with this Hilda again. And they will get a lot of info. This is great information coming in from Aura PH. But now it's going to be a lot of people. It's a bit risky for Greed at this point.
Yep. But I think he's fine. Look, he has a shield. He's weaving in and out of the bushes.
He's trying to go for it.
Oh, I think what he was trying to do was add some HP to the purple buff.
Yeah.
So that it would be off timing for High, but High gets it nonetheless. Took a little longer, but at least they put the time in the reps. And now look, JP,
Yeah, they want to
Ships
keep
in.
going here. And they're waiting for High to go for the perp orange buff.
Ooh, flame shot already committed by JP. In goes High. He wants to take down Greed, but he survives. Kilowash cutting the lane here. That means they get a few hits on the outer turret energy shield.
Yep, those few hits could actually mean a lot, especially getting a lot of these a lot of the gold that they've lost. Because Aura Indonesia, they were forced to go on the defensive for quite a while, and they have to keep up with that.
But I think the story is down bottom. Check it out. Kabuki
Oh.
taking quite a few hits. Shadow
Shadow
kill
kill.
committed already, and first blood drawn out by Benny Cutie.
Absolutely beautiful top lane will be answered though, really quick one, and Kabuki answered with Greed.
Kilowash hiding, just timing it out. Let's see, can he catch someone? I think he still has his Way of the Dragon online. But who would he hit? High or Kiera? Both are bad targets.
Flip a coin. Let's see who he is.
Yeah. Oh, look. Aura ID building up the advantage, and that's quite a few gold.
No
And
one. The coin landed halfway.
halfway, and Greed cannot stop High from taking that crab coin. And now in mid, it's JP left alone. Where is Hades? There he is down bottom. I think what Hades is doing is he's just farming that Thams. He's farming up Kabuki. Because again, it's the easiest pickup.
It kind of it's
Right?
It's weird to say that because it is a FAMS. It's not an easy fight.
It's a lesser evil.
It's a lesser evil at this point. You're exactly correct. So now we're gonna see Aura Indonesia on the defensive still, with with Kabuki trying to make up some of that lost gold. He spent a lot of time going back to base. So let's see.
Oh, look it up top. It's going to be Kiera off camera, taken out by Greed and Kilowash. The full combo. Kilowash already at less than half health, took quite a beating from that dragon, but instead they rotate back out. Benny Cutie versus Kabuki. Falling Star Moon by Benny Cutie. Ooh, look at this, an early duel, and the Esmeralda's winning.
Yeah, and this is more like it. This is more like the Aura PH that we know and love, and we will see that Hades, a great retribution, straight onto the turtle. I got the turtle buff. I'm gonna go shadow kill, but too many target means the damage was diluted around Indonesian squad.
That was problematic. They forced the fight within the King's Calling, which is exactly what Godiva wants. But at least Benny Cutie gets a revenge kill. Falling Star Moon right into Van Strong's face. That is some redemption. That is the silver lining. But nonetheless, RID won that team fight. That was a big exchange.
Great exchange here for Aura Indonesia. They're really doing a good job of being on the defensive here.
Ooh, Greed back onto annoying duty. Now Tempest of Blades committed here by High, and this might be it. King's Calling once more.
That's
onto
a lot
Greed.
of ultimates.
He's looking for a bush, and he finds it. And Rockhart, I think Greed won that out.
Tempest of Blades plus the King's Calling, and he makes it out alive.
He got away with it too.
That's a lot of effort being done against just one guy. And he even gets away with it, which is just a huge bonus, meaning that RPH got a lot of free farming time because of that.
Let's see now where the first turret take might be. Kabuki fixing up and cleaning house. Previously, what once was, maybe for the past couple of minutes, a dead lane. Now rotating, switching up with Kiera. And there you go. We'll take a quick pause, ladies and gentlemen, as Kilowash dives into this Yu Zhong down bottom alongside JP and Hades. Ooh, that's a big rotation. Rockhart, want to bet? Want to take a bet if Kiera survives?
That guy did.
He most likely is.
That guy did.
He most likely is.
For sure. So, this is a great step, right? I mean, it's great that Kiera's trying to see if he can back up this lane, which has been devastated.
Reinforce.
Right. Try to reinforce this lane, but at the same time, where was Kabuki at this point?
Kabuki was swapping out. Kabuki went mid.
I mean, that was the problem. Kabuki left this lane with just so much firepower on the laners that were left there, which means the Kiera was going to have to work double time. And now, because he was not able to foresee the rotation, he probably going down, boy.
Most likely. I don't even know if Black Dragon form is off cooldown. I lost count. I do believe if he does have it, then he should pop it right now. He should pop it right now before it's too late.
Yeah.
Because, again, a second or two free, especially if you get caught with the Falling Star Moon, it's over. That's a free pick-off. And again, that turret goes down almost immediately.
Yeah. Another pause here from Aura Indonesia. Just trying to see if they can get back into position, I think that would be... this feels like a relatively short one. So what I want to see here is how Indonesia actually makes it out of...
There it is.
If he goes down.
And Kiera's down. And
Yeah,
then
so what's the answer?
immediately a conversion. Oh, wow. That's a reactive rotation. I think Godiva knows they should not even try.
They're just getting in position.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
They're waiting for the call.
Yeah.
They're trying to go in.
Yep. All right. That's what? 3 members here? They back out. Obviously cannot force the issue.
And look at this, Greed.
Oh, annoying High once more. High with the Retribution taking the purple buff. And at least, again, they move along. Rockhart, this is exactly how you should play, right? Whenever you're against the lane, you choke out the purple. If not stealing it away from him, make it difficult.
Yeah, and absolutely what you have to do here is, again, capitalize on Greed. Right? Capitalize on the shields while you can. Mid lane, though, JP. Yang overturn, doesn't kill them strong.
The Kung Fu Boy almost takes down Godiva and he gets away.
Oh,
but
from
no!
downtown!
That's the flame shot by JP. He says, you think you'll get away, but I got you, fam. That's 1 down. High trying his best to defend, looking for the Tempest of Blades. He gets it, and here comes Kiera with the support. Turret already down. That's less damage. Shadow kill onto High. Oh, they don't get to finish the job. They back out. It's still a win nonetheless. Aura PH, 2 turrets to none. 6-4. Back in the driver's seat.
And that's a lot of kills coming in for Aura PH in this 6.5 minute mark. And High, he's basically playing hide and seek over and over again. He's trying to see if he can get some advantages, but right now, even on 2-1-2, he doesn't feel really confident on this lane.
Yep, that's a significant one, and again a difficult 2 because that should have been what 3 or 4 by now, given that twice already in this matchup, if I counted correctly, he tried to commit skills onto Greed, and Greed got away.
Yeah, Kabuki's still really trying to lick his wounds here and trying to see if he can get back on the horse, but again, the rest of Aura PH is making that so difficult.
Yeah.
And now with the Demon Hunter Sword completed, maybe that's what High needs.
I don't know,
to
man.
actually eat through.
The story of Kabuki seems to be just to run away. Now Kilowash with the full combo with the help of Hades.
Beautiful.
He commits it. That was just a duo.
That's classic. That's how you want to do it with a Hayabusa on your lineup. One wrong move, one wrong misposition could cost you.
Yep, and here's another big team fight inside the purple buff pit. High looking low. He does have an orange, no purple though, and they're threatening the kill onto the Ling. They back out. King's Calling already committed. That's going to be the Luo Yi down. Van Strong taken out so soon. The Tams on Kabuki, dealing quite a bit of damage. He is alive, and that's going to be a trade. Down
they catch Greed.
Kiera is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's in Black Dragon form now, half dragon. He wants to take down JP. JP able to run through that wall, and Kiera gonna be bitten down by Benny Cutie, and there's the fallen Star Moon. He gets it off camera with style. Hades gonna be taking this turtle solo, and there's a huge minion wave down bottom. I believe that's where he's gonna go next. Wow, even with trades going left and right, Rockhart, Aura Philippines still able to come back to form.
And there's a lot of hesitation coming in from Aura Indonesia, which is the reason why these are happening. Stuff like this should probably not happen, especially around the tower area, and you have a Minsifar. But somehow Aura Philippines just finds a way to play around it. And they're always finding High in very awkward positions. I mean, High doesn't die, but he's also not doing his job either on this lane.
Yep. Here we go. Now Greed, once again, doing his job. I think Aura PH have found their groove again. They figured out exactly what went wrong in game number 2. And they're listening to their shot caller. They're following through with Greed. And again, Greed is on a hero now that allows for certain allowances. It's leeway for these little moments wherein the members of Aura could not follow.
Yeah, and this really great tempo that they can keep up because Greed is just such a monster on this Hilda right now. He has full vision of Aura Indonesia. He also has he's just a big threat.
Yep. Oh, here you go. High, looking low. He survived just barely. Kabuki, King's Calling already here with the rotations being laid in. Hades destroyed by Kiera. A push down bottom. Oh, what is this? What is this, Kilowash?
Kilowash,
working the
go for the
turrets.
split.
Oh, it's not worth it. He's going to be flashing out and going down. There's
the
the full combo.
counter kill.
High destroyed. And that's
Wow!
going to be Kilowatt surviving as well with just 1 HP left. Greed with the backup.
Oh man.
That's the Kilowatt classic.
The Kilowatt classic indeed. When you think Aura's losing, Kilowatt is on the other side.
Yep.
He's making stuff happen. And a counter kill against High, that is pure gold.
Yep. Van Strong, we can see how he's much better now, or as always, when playing at range. He is a safer player because, as you can see, I mean, based on even game number 1's draft, game number 2 with the Chang, he's just better from afar. And he does not like to dive in. You know, we've never seen diversions that are aggressive. They're all mostly for disengaging.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure if that's what Aura ID needs right now. Look at this. Who did he send over? Godiva. King's calling right now.
King's calling.
Let's see.
Again, they were able to control Hades because of the King's Calling. But what about now when it is on cooldown? They're trying to go for the fight still.
There you go. Tempest Ablaze trying to pin down Benny Cutie. Purify on the way out. And they are left once more to their device. Kiera, late to the party.
A random dragon appears.
Yep. Hello. Anybody called for a dragon? No? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm out.
no, I'm
Kilowatt, though, gonna bite the dust. Taken out here by Kabuki.
So that's 1 Kilowatt for 1 Lord. I'll take that any day.
And
so I think it's really
it is.
great that they picked up the Mincifar. You notice that the moment Hades got caught in King's Calling, it was almost impossible for him to make it out. He couldn't quad shadow, couldn't shadow kill properly, and that's also a reason why. But imagine the moment that Godiva activated the King's Calling and there was no Hayabusa there was no way they could control him after that.
yeah, it's essentially a matter of making sure that your skills are worth more than just a kill. You have to make sure that when you commit...
The steal!
He got it?
He got it!
What?
Flame shot straight to the purple.
All right, that's why, because JP and Hades have a purple each.
Yeah.
I was just saying, make your skills count, and this essentially...
They're
ladies
doing
and gentlemen,
it. They're doing
the
it.
purple is the Ling's bread and butter. That is
That's
also...
huge.
That is their lifeline. And now that High can't get it, he can't move around as fast, he can't commit skills as fast, and look down bottom, man. Benny Cutie threatening even Kiera. This Lord is gonna have his way with a turret, and that's going to be a push, a penetrate down bottom, even top. Let's see. That's 2 for 1. Up top, down bottom. Let's see Kiera coming in. Down goes Kabuki. Traded out for Hades.
Great fight. Great
And
fight
now-
here for Indonesia.
High again, slain. That's 2 for 2. Let's see.
Oh, they're keeping it strong.
JP still alive with
Kiera's still
immortality.
alive.
Oh, look at Kilowatt.
No
look
DPS.
At Kilowatt.
Kilowatt wants to end it.
And they are going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. After a single recall, Aura, Philippines, flashing out with style, with swag, claiming this victory, proving that they are the superior Aura franchise, at least in the MPL Invitational.
What is happening here in this tournament? We're seeing in the franchise wars